All of them are so beautiful channels. They have content and they're also very beautiful. So thank you for that.
No, thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of What's on Your Feed. Today I have with me a very good friend and she's an awesome designer and a very good vegan chef. Here's Joana Mendes. Hello Joana, how are you?
Hello Mariana, how's it going? Very good. Thank you for having me today.
No problem, it's always a pleasure. Let's see what's on your feed.
Yeah, so this is my feed, and my feed is like a weird, wild mix of stuff, to be honest. So there's like cooking channels, weightlifting channels. It's a total mess, but I wouldn't have it any other way. So let's, just roll with it. Cool. And The first one that I would like to share and that I've been listening to a lot is Investing with Rose. And it's a channel about personal finances and how to become like really literate in personal finances, basically. And what's good about it is that she not only tells you how to manage your money, but she also teaches you a lot about investing. So it's not one of those like save every penny kind of channel,
Yeah.
So it's quite cool and quite insightful. I'm still throwing my way through it, so I can become more fluent in these topics.
Okay, what's another channel?
The next one is Vox, and it's quite cool because it's a news channel, but they have a lot of infographics and they really focus on current things that are going on in the world, like the coffee crisis or what's happening with Putin and Navalny in Russia, things like that. And yeah, it's quite cool because the infographics, like I said, are really nice.
It's amazing. They use a variety of footage mixed with infographics.
Yeah, it's super impressive. And also like from video to video, you see different kinds of styles, but they all manage to like merge well together. It's really good. I take a lot of design inspiration from it.
Yeah.
The next one is Intellectual Media. This is more commentary style, like video essay kind of thing that she does.
Okay.
And she focuses a lot on Black issues. And that's the reason as to why I started following in the first place, because it's something I wanted to learn more about. So I really recommend going into it. She has this latest one about Black food.
Black food?
And the history of Black food. They were running the kitchens of wealthy white people. Some started running their own restaurants. Also goes into how these dishes have evolved into what are the popular dishes of North America today. So it's quite interesting.
Yeah, it's nice because it joins so many issues like the Black community issue and racism and also culinary and interventive food, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely it. I think like you can really not dissociate food from like the political context. Like it's a political act, and it's really interesting to see that. So it's a good one. Now let's delve into the fitness channels because honestly, I think they make about 70% of my
Gotta
YouTube
stay in shape.
Which is quite wild. But anyway, I started weightlifting 2 years ago. And when I first started, I was quite overwhelmed because weightlifting is not as simple as it may seem. You can't go into the gym and start lifting. You have to learn the basics.
Yeah,
and
you have to know what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, you're going to injure yourself. So I started following megsquats, and she's a power lifter from the US. And she has a lot of videos on all sorts of things that concern powerlifting, from nutrition to...
What is powerlifting? What is it different just lifting,
Yeah, that's a very good question because even I am starting to understand the nuances between powerlifting, Olympic weightlifting, and bodybuilding.
Yeah, there's so many flavors of lifting.
Exactly. megsquats is really cool because she has a lot of videos on lifting form. And when I started out, I didn't know how to do things, like I said, and she has some videos on how to barbell press, how to do push-ups. Then she has a really cool sequences on pull-ups, which is a really complex body weight move. And she tells you like step by step what you have to do.
Oh my God, there's no way I could do it.
You have to practice a lot. It's quite difficult, but you end up doing it. And she's super, super strong. So it's quite...
Yeah, I can see that.
It's nice.
She's a machine.
Yeah, she is. She is. She's incredible.
Nice.
Moving into the next channel, which is another weightlifting channel by Thibaudeau. And this guy is a lifting coach. And I don't understand why his channel is not more popular because it has a lot of information about lifting. And sometimes in the fitness community, you see a lot of misinformation. But this guy is really serious about his stuff. He knows his stuff. So it's more geared towards medium to advanced lifters.
Okay.
But it's quite cool. Like he explains training splits, how you should train according to your neurological type, that kind of thing. And it has a very, I'm going to show you.
According to your neurological type?
Yeah, because it has this old theory about that we all have different neurological profiles and that we should adapt our training based on that.
So it's a mind and body kind of thing, connection.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You lift with your mind and with your muscles. Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's like, it's all connected, because when you're performing lifting movements, you're putting your neurological system under a lot of stress.
It makes perfect sense, yeah.
I wanted to show one just because this guy has a very weird communication style, but sometimes it, I don't know, it just works. Like, he walks around with a stick. Like,
why?
Always with a stick.
Oh, it's the 6 feet thing, you know? Keep
I don't know.
The distance.
He's always with a stick in his videos, like always carrying a stick. But anyway, it's really good. It's really good. So I really recommend. So moving on, and this is the last fitness channel, I promise, is THENX, and THENX is a calisthenics community, and calisthenics is the kind of exercises that you perform only using your body weight, and it can be quite difficult. And I love this channel because these guys are just incredible. They just do amazing stuff with their own body, and they also have some tutorials on some of these movements, which I tried to follow, but obviously didn't succeed. But anyway, moving on, I have this very nice inspirational channel called Never Too Small. And what I like about it, this is a channel about only small spaces, so only about small apartments and houses. And it's really cool because they always have the architects speaking about the decisions they made in order to make these spaces multifunctional within the limitations that they had. And they always come up with like really creative ideas to make everything function and like be super nicely organized.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's really nice. They have a lot of videos on Japanese buildings as well. So it's quite cool. So moving into the next one, we start going into culinary territory. And and this one is Peaceful Cuisine. Nice. Yeah, it's super nice. It's by a vegan Japanese chef. And to be honest, I watched it more for inspirational purposes rather than anything else. I haven't cooked any of his recipes, but anyway, it's really calming for some reason. I think it's the editing, the close-ups.
Oh, and and the colors, they're also smooth.
Exactly, and like I don't know,
so peaceful.
It's really calming. It's Peaceful Cuisine for a reason. Then moving into the next channel, we have Pickup Lines, and it's founded by a nutritionist that lives in the Netherlands, and she posts a lot of she's really
Pickup Lines! Oh my God, I just got it. Sorry.
Yeah. What's really cool about the channel is the fact that she posts a lot of videos and recipes that are not time consuming, and they are very budget friendly. And sometimes people associate vegan food with being like difficult to make or taking too long or being too expensive. And she tells you that it's not like that, and has 5 ingredient dinner ideas, budget meals, friendly recipes, things like that. So it's quite good. Also, the styling and the editing is really, really good.
Oh, and the backdrop is so colorful, and it's like she's like cooking in the jungle.
Yeah, definitely. And she has a really good communication style as well, super, super at ease with the camera. Yeah, I think it helps with trying to demystify the idea that vegan food is expensive and time consuming, basically. So it's quite good. Then,
delicious.
Yeah, really good looking.
Really.
Moving into the next channel, we have Mooknee. She's a feminist, and she publishes a lot of videos on feminism, but basically they're all related to phenomena that are spread wild in the internet. She has a lot of videos about pickup artists, and apparently this pick-me culture that's been going on.
What's that?
That's what I learned as well. I didn't know about that. It's when
I never heard of it.
Yeah. I didn't until I started watching your videos. It's when you have girls and boys, but mainly women, that are very accommodating to men's needs, and that's they really try hard to. They really try to please and to be
they're enablers.
Yeah, super nice and accommodating, and mainly that's it's not that they cannot think on their own, but that's mainly a cause of patriarchy that from the early days that you are born as a woman teaches you how to be really accommodating and sweet and nice, and in reality shouldn't be like that.
It's expected from you almost.
Yeah, exactly. And what I found, she has this video on pickup artists that really blew my mind because I just wasn't aware of how misogynistic this pickup artist thing is. It's just like insane. I don't know. I think you really have to watch it to understand how bad this pickup artist movement is. It's not cool. And the last channel that I would like to share is the one by Jenny Mustard, and she's an influencer basically, but she has a lot of videos on fashion, styling, and she's a vegan as well, but she has like a very conscious, minimalistic approach to things, and she really dismantles a lot of ideas about fast fashion and why you shouldn't go for it, what you can do with what you have already, and things like that. She has a very minimalistic but like tasteful thing going on, and I think that's quite cool to see. Also, she's a hardcore feminist as well, and she really speaks her mind up about that, and I love that fact that she's like super strong, opinionated. And yeah, I watch her videos a lot, and it's my recent girl crush. This one I think it's quite cool because it's about being child-free and not wanting children, and it's not that she has to have like give an explanation as to why she doesn't want children, but she does. And I think it's quite cool, and it was quite controversial. It's still controversial these days when you as a woman say that you don't want to have children, and she goes into the details as to why she doesn't want that, basically saying that it's really messy and she doesn't want to deal with the mess, which I totally agree with. So
I think a lot of people could relate.
So it's quite good.
You want to do your top 5?
Yeah, so I think it might seem boring, but investing with Rose would be my 5th because I think it's really useful to
I
learn
don't think
about
it's
this.
boring. I think everyone should do it. Yeah, really. If more people would be interested about investing, we wouldn't be in this mess. I think. Those Wall Street guys had it too good for too long because we don't know these things.
Absolutely, and it's like it blows my mind away that we didn't learn any of this stuff in school. Like, how come? How come?
We should do. Absolutely. You're so right. This and also about politics. That should be two main things in school.
Then the 4th would likely be Box because I just love the content. I love the infographics. It's really high quality videos, and that's a cool channel.
It is.
I have to go with
the stick guy.
The stick guy. I have to go with him. It's really, really good quality content on fitness, which is really hard to come across because you have like so many things, and he knows what he's speaking about because he's a certified, very knowledgeable coach. So
you can look at him and he knows what he's talking.
It's funny though.
He didn't even need a stick. He doesn't need a stick. No,
but he does it, and whatever. Definitely pick up lines because the videos are super well done, and it's really useful to spread veganism worldwide. Like she has a huge following already, and I think the fact that she makes it so easy and affordable is what will make more people go vegan, and it's a really good job that she's been doing on that. And then the first one I will take is for Cuisine, simply because it's incredibly beautiful and inspires me. And I love the styling of it, and someone like me who's so interested in cooking and food styling, I think this is a really good inspiration.
Well, Joana, that was amazing. All of them are so beautiful channels. They have content and they're also very beautiful. So thank you for that.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me.
No problem at all. Thank you for your time and sharing your feed.
Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.